word. Big P in the building.
Bro, you recording? Yo. This thing on? Oh shit.
What's up, world? It's your boy Rope.
It's your girl Love. And welcome to our YouTube channel.
So, in a minute. They asked and we delivered. Everybody keep asking me, how did y'all meet? And we got, I promise you, it's not no, like, ain't no cap in my route. It's all facts. Alright, so I was in the military. For those of y'all that don't know, I was in the military and I was stationed in Germany. And I had, we had a mutual friend on Instagram. Our mutual friend, they was outside and she tagged her on her story. I went to her page and I liked 3 pictures. Hey fellas, I'm gonna tell y'all the key. It's 3 pictures. No more, no less. And don't like nothing where they showing their body and they on the sink, you know, I'm doing all that. Like pictures like Thanksgiving, Christmas, something with their kids, like just straight face pictures. Then, what happened after that? Oh, she slid in my DM. She was on my body, heavy. So I'm like, okay, this worked, you know. She was like, hey, have you ever heard of Forex?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now I'm thinking she a fake page though. You know how they be like. I'm like, alright, this kind of backfired for real. But I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, who hasn't heard of Forex? And I was like, but I haven't, like, nobody has broken it down to me to where I could understand how you actually made the money. I knew it wasn't no scam or nothing like that because I joined this group before and, like, you know, my identity was still there. I still had money in my bank account or whatever not. So I'm like, nobody ever explained it to me to the point where I could understand how you actually made the money. So we were going back and forth on Instagram and he was in Germany, so I had to figure out what time worked for him to get on the phone so I could explain everything to him. And we had to get on FaceTime because, you know, obviously minutes get charged differently for overseas. And so I told her her phone bill was gonna be $1 million.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, we can FaceTime, whatever. And mind you, this whole time, like, I knew he didn't like my pictures just because, you know, I knew he liked my pictures because he was attracted to me. I knew it wasn't like, I'm not stupid, right? Like, I'm aware of that. So
you look so beautiful. I want to have sex with you. All right?
I reached out, we talked on the phone, and I told him everything in like a span of 15 minutes. He's like, you're the first person to ever, you know, tell me how the money was actually made. Just give me a little while to think about it. If I decide to do it, I'm gonna let you know. If I decide not to do it, I'm also gonna let you know. About a week passes by, and I get a comment under one of my pictures from him. And I'm gonna put it right here. So you'll be able to see it. So basically what I got from that was he wanted to sign up, he wanted to start trading, learning about, you know, Forex and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, you know, in my head I was like, okay, that was a little cute, but you know, whatever, we're here for the money. So I get him signed up and everything, and he didn't do anything for like the first month. Like he was, I'm not gonna say he was ignoring my phone calls, he would answer.
She was
but
on my body.
You know, the first month or so, he was just, every time he answered the phone, he had his phone like down on his thigh, and I could see his headset and his controller just clicking, clicking, clicking. And he was never, he was never listening to what I was saying. Just like, yeah, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get on the call, yeah. I'm like, okay. So one day, he just started posting on his Instagram story about how he was trading and he was actually making money. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe he's learning stuff. Maybe he's like doing it on his own time, you know, whatever. So
fast forward, I was going through a toxic situation. It was the biggest blessing in disguise though, because had I not known what it was like to be you know.
Have you ever had a dreams that you had? Damn, hell,
in terrible situations like that, I would never appreciate, you know, what's going on now. You know, they say like you don't ever appreciate a good thing till it's gone. Like it would have been one of them kind of things had I never gone through a toxic situation. So I was kind of keeping it low because I don't like speaking on my business anyway. But I was dealing with an old girl and she could just see like I was stressed out. Every time I call her, like it'd be a whole lot of animosity or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do it. And it's like, bro, what's going on for real? Like you seem like you stressed out. You see it in my face and everything. So she was talking me through like we really got to know each other as friends and as people first. And I think that's the biggest thing. If I can tell you anything, know your person as a friend first. Like just jumping into it like, oh, she tough, let's get together. Like, bro, it's cool. Everything that glitter ain't gold. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. I had my fair share and they ain't always what they seem. So I knew I was getting out in May and we had an event, IM3, in Miami at the Dolphin Stadium. So I was like, all right, this is gonna be like my coming home party.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes!
And I'm gonna be able to see these people that I've been talking to over the phone for like 6-7 months. I'm gonna be able to see them for the first time in person. So, you know me, I'm setting up link after link.
There was Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia, Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, and Delisha.
I'm out the country with it. Pull up on me. I'm at the Fontainebleau. Woo. And yeah, I was just, after that toxic situation, I was like, man, I'm done with relationship. After I got to Miami, you know, ran into a little shawty right here and kind of changed the outcome. But, you know, we're going to get into that.
When he got there, right? So I was like just laying on the couch, and if I can insert the video, I will.
So this what we doing? Big P5, this what we doing? This what we doing? We gotta call it like 10 minutes and this what we doing?
My reaction to first seeing him, because when I tell you this man here would flirt with me over text, but it wasn't like the flirting to where if I ever said anything like, yo, chill out, like it's not even like that, he could easily be like, oh, what you talking about? I didn't even mean it like that.
My nigga.
You know, type of thing. So it was, if he got rejected, he could still be P about it, I guess, right? So one day, and I'm gonna put it here, he texted me and said, Happy Mother's Day, just practicing. And I said, interesting, okay. I think I literally just said, haha, you're so funny or something, I don't know. So anyway, I'm laying on the couch just on my phone, and I'm on my phone, I'm locked in, I'm not, you know, really worried about what's going on around me, and he walks in, and he's recording me, and he's like, this is what we doing? And I was like, because his phone was in front of his face as he was recording, so I couldn't see who it was, and I was like, this voice kind of sounds familiar. And I was like, oh my God, Jermaine! When I saw him, he was tall, he was moisturized, and he smelled so good. And I was like, ooh. I was like, I'm not gonna take him a little serious, because in his pictures, he looked short, and I'm not a short woman. So I saw that he was taller than me, and I was like, okay. And then we had like a little meeting with my team, like a little bit after that, and he was sitting right next to me, like he had his hand like on the bigger part of the chair, like just like this, and I was like, what you trying to do, get so close to me? It's so funny because like a lot of the girls that were there were like, oh my God, we saw Jermaine with his shirt off, he's so fine, like he got a nice body. And I'm like, okay, whatever. In my head I'm like, damn, I wish I could have seen it. But you know, anyway, he got a hotel, right? He had a hotel room. So I'm like, oh, he's trying to treat, like he's trying to, you know, do what he wants to do. So I'm like, okay,
trying to
like
get my neck cannon on your.
Okay, so yes, I understood that was his what is it? His prerogative. And
y'all want to get into it for real? All right, bet, let's do it. So it was one day after all the business and stuff got taken care of. There was a boat, because it was Memorial Day weekend, I think. I'm a veteran. I'm just coming home. So who's going to say no to a vet on Memorial Day? I'm like, all right, bet. So I called my man up, and he called me and was like, yo, we on the boat right now, bro. Where you at? And I had my little yeah with me. I'm like, damn, I know Shorty won't be there. So I can't you never bring sand to the beach, you know. True player for real, like, but still, like, I try to refrain from situations like that. I just got off a toxic situation. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm trying to stay as peaceful as possible. So I'm like, all right, I got Shorty with me, but I know Shorty gonna be there.
Funny. Yes, but not funny, haha. Funny, weird.
I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to either like go with her or stay here where I'm at. And I ended up calling the girl, and I was like, yo, I gotta take you back to the hotel because they tripping at the Airbnb talking about his damages at the Airbnb, so I gotta go. My team need me, blah, blah, blah.
Cap.
And I don't know if she didn't care or not, but she bought it. So now the boat about to take off. My man's calling me like, bro, where you at? And if y'all ever been to Miami on Memorial Day weekend, traffic crazy. Miami in general, traffic crazy. So I'm driving in the runner. All right, bro, just storm him. So he like, all right, bro, I'm gonna do the best I can. So then he called me. I'm like 2 minutes away. He like, bro, I'm walking on the boat right now, bro. If you're not here, bro, you left. Mind you, I got on a black polo, some jeans, and I just so happened to buy some trunks that same day. So I'm getting out of the car. I parked the car so crazy, and then I'm running to the backyard, and I like the dude taking the rope off. No pun intended.
What do you mean by that?
He taking the rope off. And then I'm walking on, I'm like, yo, my man's Jay here, he told me to pull up, blah, blah, blah. He was like, he started counting. And I'm like, man, he probably gonna dub me. So I was like, you know, I'm a veteran. I thank you for letting me do this on Memorial Day weekend. I just came home from Germany. I'm telling this man a hell of a sob story. He can't say no to that. So then I get on the boat, and she's sitting there looking at me.
You know you fucking want me. It's all this black chocolate. All this fucking black. Look at them fuck.
I said, oh yeah, I know what time it is. I seen that look before. So I seen it, and yeah.
Yeah, so he gets on the boat.
Some
and
real James Bond type shit.
Yeah, he gets on the boat, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, you're here. Like, but to him, I mean, did you know I was feeling you?
You thought I was feeling you?
No. You couldn't tell?
I didn't confirm it. I like, this one of them. Is she not? Does she love me? Does she love me not?
But like, see, I couldn't.
She love me not.
Like, I didn't want to be read either. I didn't want him to feel like, oh, I could read you. Like, you know, I know what you like. I didn't want to be like that. So like, I had a crazy guard up. But when I saw him come on the boat, I was like, oh my God, you made it. Like, yay, whatever. And so we were having a good time, and we were just vibing. Like, the whole time we were on the boat, the whole time there was food, there was unlimited drinks, unlimited everything. And it was just so much fun. We were like, you know, mingling with other people and stuff. But he was sitting right next to me the whole time. Okay? The whole.
We was indulging in adult beverages.
The whole time. Okay?
We don't say no to drugs, kid.
He was sitting next to me the whole time. When I got up and came back, he was still there. If he got up and came back, I'm not gonna lie, I was still there. So it just felt like, you know, it felt good. Like it felt like almost like familiar, like I knew him from somewhere. I'd gone to the downstairs of the boat where there was like tables and stuff. That's where all the food was. And it was like me and two of my homegirls and then him. And were you sitting next to me? No, I don't think you were sitting next to me. We were sitting across from each other. And I was like, either he said he had to use the bathroom first or I said I had to use the bathroom first. And we just like went together. And there was two bathrooms. So we were like, okay, you know, we'll each go in one. And one of them was broken. So he starts using the bathroom with the door half open. He's like, yo, come here. I'm like, nigga, you're peeing. Why would I come in there? Like,
I want to see my little wanker.
I was sitting there listening to his pee, and he talking about some, all right, just wait, I'm almost done. I'm like, I don't even gotta pee no more. This bathroom is nasty. You peeing just threw me off. Like, what is happening? And so then he was like, listen, what'd you say? You gotta say what you said.
What I said.
He said, he said, I know you're not stupid.
I like it and I want you.
Yeah. I like you and I want you. And I was like, this was my exact reaction. I was like, it's really hot in here. We should go back out there.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Duh.
Because I didn't know what to say, like.
Duh, because.
But then I was like, oh, okay, I know that he's feeling me now, so I know that for sure. So like, okay, now I can make. You what? It's okay for me to feel him now, because if he wasn't feeling me, I wasn't gonna waste my time feeling him, you know. So I was like, okay, like, you know, it's okay to feel him now that I know he's feeling me. Cool. So me and my friends are like, yo, we don't want to leave Miami, because I think that was our last night initially. We were like, we don't want to leave, we want to stay a few more nights. So we all like shared one room, a 2-bedroom. It was like 5 or 6 of us, and we shared one room. And
not me, I was still doing my own thing.
Yeah.
So I had to check out, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see them one more time before I leave. Mind you, we didn't have a conversation or nothing. Like, after I said what I said, we ain't had no conversation, we wasn't texting nothing. The next day, I said my flight leave at this time, like 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna come see y'all before I leave, just kick it with y'all, because you know you gotta check out like 11. So I was like, from 11 to that time, I'm gonna just kick it with y'all. We went and got something to eat, cool, whatever. And then it's time for me to leave. So I called the Uber, going to the airport, and I get out the Uber. Actually, before what I say? Before you walked me outside.
oh, so I walked him outside, and that's when I knew I like was feeling him for real, because I walked him to the car. Like, that was weird. But I like walked him to the car, and he was like putting his stuff in, and the Uber driver was like kind of looking like, when are you gonna get in the car type of thing. And he was like, oh, I just gotta say bye to my wife. And I was like,